questions that we have received. Mr. Rebufo, by the end of your 3-year term, if you are elected, what are the 3 accomplishments you would like to achieve to benefit the town?
First, deal with the revenue and expense situation that we will continue to confront in the forecasted economic climate. Secondly, address some of the infrastructure issues, such as the new school and the roads. And third, continue the development of the staff and management within the town.
Mr. Manning.
The first object is to return to financial stability in the town. We have a tremendous overhanging debt because of the largesse given to certain people and committees and pressure groups in town. Secondly, we must maintain constitutional standards at the town meeting. Unfortunately, the situation has grown beyond reproach. Thirdly, there must be an understanding among all citizens of their duties to respond to and appear at town meeting so they can vote and change the situation that besets us presently. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Manning, do you support the proposal to place the daily operation of the sewer department under the Superintendent of Public Works? Why or why not?
My first suggestion is it stinks. Thank you. Yeah, it's a good idea because we've fractionalized the town considerably. We have over 60 different committees that are operating in the town. There must be a compression somewhere because it's become an ungainly operation. Thank you.
Mr. Rebufo.
Obviously, yes, because I was part of the decision process to make that happen. And the number is 35 committees. And I agree with Bernie in the fact that the complexity and diversity of the town requires us to look at gaining efficiencies, and that was one of the reasons behind why we did that.
Thank you. Our next question, we'll start with Mr. Rebufo. How can Hingham control employee retirement health benefits?
This is an issue that we've been looking at long before I came on the board, and we have taken some actions in this regard with some of the renegotiated health care benefit packages that we took 2 years ago. And in addition, I think continuing to work with the insurance community in developing funding packages that will give the employees choice, as well as an opportunity to control their costs, their own costs and benefits.
Thank you. Mr. Manning.
Somebody once asked me about the gay marriage situation where the partners become insured and fall within the health care program. And they asked me what I think. And my response is that why should they continue to lead the gay lifestyle when they can be married and miserable like the rest of us?
Thank you. Our next question, we will start with Mr. Manning. What are your plans to handle the structural deficit that the school budget has? It is growing at 5% per year, compounded, and the town revenues are growing at approximately 2.5%.
I once investigated the State Department of Education, and educators, believe me, are no financial geniuses. They spend far beyond their means because everything is for the children and nothing is for logical resources.
Thank you. Mr. Rebufo.
Thank you. That is the question that was asked this week by the Hingham Journal, and the issue continues to plague us because as state and federal dollars continue to decline in terms of their ability to support us, support our needs. Secondly, the issue for new growth in the town has not been at the levels that we had in the years prior to 2006. And third, therefore, we have to continue, as I have, to focus on efficiencies within the operation, coupled with generating other revenue opportunities to help cover those increasing costs.
Thank you. And we have one last question for you. Mr. Rebufo, do you feel that all town boards should televise their meetings?
I love planted questions. Absolutely.
Mr. Manning?
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We are done with our questions, so I will now ask for your closing statements. Again, you have 1 minute for your closing statements, and in reverse order, Mr. Rebufo.
Thank you again for this evening and the opportunity to seek the support of the town of Hingham in my re-election. While much is done, more remains. I think I have demonstrated the commitment needed to accomplish the duties of the office. Increasingly, this has become more and more a 24/7 commitment. My goal continues to be one to keep the town focused in solving the issues that we face as we grow. This town has had the pleasure of attaining a 10% growth in population. That means that we have more to deal with. My professional and academic background has prepared me for the job that I am now sitting in, and I look forward to continuing to serve in it with your support. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Manning?
I propose warrant Article 41 requiring that all committee appointments be approved by the Board of Selectmen. The authority to appoint is the power to control without accountability. Article 5 of the bylaws states that the Selectmen have general direction of the affairs of the town. In other words, the buck stops there. Make that board accountable for all the acts of all appointees. I have also proposed warrant Article 26 that recommends term limits for Selectmen, school committee, and moderator. Interminable incumbencies have resulted in a system frozen in the past, anchored by the status quo, and totally resistant to any positive changes and the influence of new ideas. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. We appreciate you joining us this evening.
Thank you.